In 2024, a mysterious young man in Los Angeles was living a life most people only see in movies. Lamborghinis, glass mansions in the Hollywood Hills, private rooftop parties with influencers and celebrities. His Instagram showed a life of effortless luxury. Millions of people followed him. Brands were paying him tens of thousands of dollars just to be seen standing next to their products. But there was one strange problem. None of it was actually his. The cars were rented. The mansions belonged to strangers. Even the lifestyle was carefully staged. And yet, somehow, this illusion was making him richer than most people with real businesses. His name was Dylan Frost, and he understood something most people never realize. People don't buy wealth. They buy the image of wealth. 3 years earlier, Dylan Frost was nobody. He lived in a cramped studio apartment on the edge of Los Angeles. The type of place where the walls were thin, the neighbors were loud, and the rent felt impossible every month. He worked part-time editing videos for small businesses online. The pay was inconsistent. Some months, he barely made enough to survive. But every night, Dylan scrolled through social media, and what he saw confused him. Teenagers posing with luxury cars. Influencers drinking champagne on private yachts. People his age living lives that looked impossibly rich. But something didn't add up. Dylan worked with businesses every day. He knew how money actually worked. And yet some of these influencers had no real products, no companies, no visible income streams. Still, they lived like millionaires. That's when Dylan noticed something. Something subtle. Something powerful. These people weren't selling products. They were selling perception. One afternoon, Dylan was editing a video for a small clothing brand. The owner casually mentioned something that stuck in his mind. They had just paid an influencer $15,000 for a single Instagram post. Dylan paused the video. $15,000 for one picture. The influencer didn't design the clothes. They didn't manufacture anything. They didn't even run the company. All they did was stand next to the product. That moment changed something in Dylan's mind. He realized the internet had created a strange new economy. An economy where attention had value. Where perception could become profit. Where looking successful could actually make you successful. But there was a catch. To play that game, you had to look rich first. And Dylan had exactly $0 to do that. One weekend, Dylan tried something unusual. He spent almost all his savings renting a luxury car for just one day. A matte black Lamborghini. It cost him more than his entire month's rent. Most people would have called it a stupid decision. But Dylan wasn't buying a car. He was buying a photo. For 12 hours, he drove around Los Angeles taking pictures. Parking outside expensive restaurants. Standing beside the car in a tailored suit. Posting carefully edited images online. Then he waited. At first, nothing happened. But within days, something strange began to occur. People started following him. Hundreds, then thousands. Comments filled his posts. People asking questions. How did he get rich so young? What did he do for a living? Dylan didn't answer directly. Instead, he posted more. More photos. More glimpses of a life that looked effortlessly wealthy. And within 2 weeks, something unexpected happened. A small watch brand sent him a message. They offered to pay him $2,000 just to post a picture wearing their watch. That single post paid back the Lamborghini rental and left him with profit. For the first time, Dylan realized something powerful. The illusion was working. What started as a small experiment quickly became an obsession. Dylan began studying social media like a scientist. He analyzed what made people stop scrolling, what made them click, what made them follow. And he discovered a pattern. Luxury attracts attention, but mystery keeps people watching. So Dylan built a character. Not a fake identity, but an amplified version of himself. The mysterious young entrepreneur. The quiet millionaire. The man who never explained how he made his money. Every post looked like a scene from a movie. Rooftop views of the city. Private jet photos. Luxury penthouses overlooking the ocean. Behind the scenes, Dylan had built a system. He rented locations for hours. Borrowed expensive items. Collaborated with photographers and other influencers. Everything was staged with precision. But online, it looked completely real. His follower count exploded. 10,000. 50,000. 200,000. Within a year, Dylan Frost had become a recognizable figure in the influencer world. Brands started competing for his attention. Luxury watches, designer clothing, high-end tech companies. Some are paying $20,000 per post. And the strange thing was, the more successful he looked online, the more successful he actually became. Perception was creating reality. But there was a problem with building an empire based on perception. The illusion had to be maintained. Every post had to look bigger than the last. Every photo had to appear more luxurious. The pressure grew constantly. Dylan began noticing something unsettling. The lifestyle people believed he had was becoming a prison. If he posted something simple, followers would ask questions. If he disappeared for too long, rumors would start. His audience expected perfection, so the illusion had to keep growing. Bigger mansions, more expensive cars, more extravagant scenes. But behind the camera, Dylan sometimes felt something strange. The lifestyle people envied wasn't always real. Some nights, he returned to the same small apartment he started in, scrolling through comments from strangers who believed he lived in permanent luxury. And occasionally, he wondered something uncomfortable. What would happen if people discovered the truth? What if the illusion collapsed? Would the followers disappear? Would the brand stop calling? Or would people realize something deeper? That the entire internet runs on perception? Today, Dylan Frost is still one of the most watched lifestyle creators online. Millions of people follow his journey. Brands continue paying huge amounts of money for his attention. And ironically, the illusion that started his success eventually became real wealth. Because once enough people believe in your image, opportunities start appearing. Investors call. Business partners appear. Doors open. Dylan Frost proved something strange about the modern world. Success is no longer just about what you build. It's also about how the world sees you. Because in the digital age, perception can create value. And the line between illusion and reality is sometimes much thinner than people think.